Hey, Max here. So I was just looking through old games for the collections and what happened previously. This is 20. Definitely going through old breakouts before I decided to go through old VODs. And I ended up going through old VODs and kind of like looking at numbers of stuff here for a breakout series collectible. That was Mike Trout a couple years ago. But I do want to talk about some of the things on their way to the game. We do have a nice little Reggie Jackson coming. You guys should all know it comes out Monday. But overall, I kind of want to talk about what was required or what will be required for the set, right? So the most set last year, a lot of people got angry, right? Now, I don't know how much SDS listens to us. They kind of stopped listening to us a while ago. Here, let me make this a little bit bigger. Um, I got this is my notepad, but these are like kind of the numbers. Now, some of these, I looked at these things right away, so some of these numbers might have gone up as cards were discovered. If you recall, for the previous few years, like when these things come out, they also give us like new team affinity at the same time. So we're getting 30 new cards when the new collection drops on Friday. So like these numbers are right away, but some of them do include some of the new team affinity cards, and some of them don't. So I don't know. That's basically what we're looking at. So the hardest part of most of the Mo set and why it was so expensive are some of those ones near the top, specifically like award series, signature series, prime series. Those were very rare cards. Now, if you look at this year's collections and what everybody has in them right now, those are the card sets that you're gonna kind of like be the most frustrated with overall if you don't have it. Obviously, we're getting a Takashi set that's coming too, but like a lot of these things like postseason we got a few of them. There's not a lot of them. It could be going for a lot because like what is there like 9 of these cards and 6 of them are auctionable. So the auctionable cards could go up in price. We'll see how many postseason cards come with Team Affinity if it expands. I mean, if this demands like 8 of these 9 cards, like if we look at last year, what came out. There's an 8 of 11 award series because we could get 8 required if we could say like 2 more postseason cards. I could totally see this postseason. Give Me My Money also said it. This one could go up a bit because these things are so auctionable. They're not like you can't get them out of collections or they're not grind time cards. But other ones, veterans. There's generally like a few of these. So like even though people are spending a lot of stubs on stuff like Lee Smith because he's hard to get outside of like the BR program. Well, impossible to get outside the BR program. Because there's so many of them, they probably all won't be required. So those ones maybe not as like valuable based off previous history. Now, obviously SDS can change something every year. Same thing with this all-star collection right here. Because there's just so many of them, they're not going to require like, I don't know, what is this, 40? They'll probably require 25 because you look at last year when we had collections of, upwards of 50, it was really only 25 required. So like you won't really, don't sweat too much about getting every single one of these, ones with like 50 cards in them. It's really the ones that have only a few cards in them. I guess there's a more than I thought here, but like the Prime collection that's got 11 in them. Maybe they'll require 8 of those. Award series, which only has 8. I might need to go get Brandon Crawford, although I'm not touching him at that price. That is insane how much he's gone up in price. Same with Glavin. Glavin's gone up in price too. I'm sad because Glavin was awful for me. I sold him. He's gone nothing but up in price. I didn't think they'd remove those packs in the stores. Signature. This could be a mistake that the fact that I don't have Bruce Sutter. Tom Glavin, he's again up to 112 for some crazy reason. So definitely worth taking a look at these ones for the big one. Milestone, I would expect we might get some new milestone cards with Team Affinity, and we might require like 3 of those new cards. So like it might even be impossible to do the collection day one like I mentioned yesterday because they're going to add some new ones in Team Affinity. But I just kind of want to like let you know based off the numbers I looked at, and now these numbers, I think the first count will be accurate, but like the final numbers, I don't think they're exactly accurate, so don't take me at face word, but those are very close. I went through it and like I said counted in my VOD and double checked it, and that was basically what I counted. But again, there might be a couple cards off because I'm not so good at addition. But generally a good idea to base it off previous years because SDS, as we've seen, 22 is basically the most copy and paste MLB The Show game or sports game of all time. And that's crazy coming from somebody that mains Madden to say that. But we might get the same thing again. Or, who knows, maybe they'll change it up. Face of the franchise is a weird one. I would recommend having a good majority of them. There'll probably be like 20 of them in this collection for it. But I would say like we had Jackie collection last year. We'll probably have something similar from that Takashi collection that you do on the 31st in order to put into the third big collection. Then Lou Gehrig, you'll probably want to grind that out that night before the day before the Friday collection. So I just kind of wanted to go through some more strats with the collection and kind of what you guys want to look for between the ranked season rewards changing over, everything. There's a few things going on this week. Obviously, don't care about the summer circuit stuff, but the rest of the schedule looks quite interesting. Let me know in the comment section if you guys have any questions or things you want me to do a video on regarding the collection, the big legend flashbacks. But I just went through and for my own good. So I just want to like help you guys out too with like kind of what to focus on and what more like you can kind of like be fine with. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe on the video. Really appreciate it. Really helps out the channel. Thanks for watching, collection. I'll see you tomorrow.